RTEs or IMDs are going to other places to train other teams. So the fact that we have an IMD, and if you notice, he's sitting in the front row. You notice he's taking notes, he's leaning forward, he's paying attention, he's still a student even though he's at the top level of our company. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jay Payso.
Hello, Santana.
No.
Oh man, I'm Team No Sleep! Oh man, what's going on, guys? For the people that don't know who I am, man, my name is Jay. Been involved with this company for about 3.5 years, and I mean, when I first seen the information, I was working at FedEx Professional Box. I was doing a bunch of other things on the side to get some extra money at the time, and I seen this thing from June, Akosta, and when I hit him up on Facebook, I didn't know him at all. It was just, I never heard of this kid. I never seen him before, anything like that. I don't even know how we became friends on Facebook and Instagram, but I know God did that, you know, and I hit him up and I said, listen, I'm trying to go to Vegas. You got any good deals? He goes, listen, I'm not a travel agent. I can show you what I do. And, you know, I was looking through his pictures. He was having a lot of fun at the time. At the time, I was in a position where, you know, I was living this fairy tale lifestyle where I'm in the club almost every night, but coming home back home to mommy's house. And I seen him travel a little bit more than most of my friends. I said, listen, all right, let's link up. We went to Dunkin' Donuts. He showed me the idea. And when he showed me this thing, the money didn't excite me. The travel didn't excite me. None of that excited me. What excited me was the fact on how much posture he had, the fact that he knew where he was going, the fact that he didn't care if I signed up or not. He looked at me and said, listen, with or without you, I'm putting the next 10,000 people in this deal. And that's what attracted me. Because you ever been shopping somewhere and you had a salesy person come in and try to like overly sell you, and it just you don't even want to buy it anymore? Like I don't even I'm out, you know? So he looked at me dead in my eyes and he just knew where he was going. He was telling me, listen, 10,000 people, and it wasn't the money. Like he had nothing to show. He was still working at his job for 7.5 years, and he had a regular maximum, whatever the case is. So I looked at him, regular. I looked at him and I said, listen, man, if you for real about this deal, let's do it. I got involved, man, and the first event that really did for me was this event called Momentum. That was my first national. And he told me, listen, you got to come to these trainings, man. And I just figured because I was doing the presentation and I was signing some people up, I felt like, you know, I already know how to do it. Like I already signed some people up. Why do I have to go to a training? All I got to do is keep doing this over and over. He goes, dude, you don't get it, man. We had a discussion. We went out there. It was me, Wendy. It was a few. It was me, Wendy, Andy, Justin, Iris. There's a handful of us that went out there. And June was maybe a senior rep. And that was the event that did it for me, man. I mean, from day one, I sacrificed everything I was doing. I literally shut my life off. I shut my whole life off, meaning I stopped hanging out. I stopped going to the clubs. I stopped being around the people I used to be with. If they wasn't doing what I was doing, they didn't exist to me. They didn't exist. Because I never understood when I was training, when I was boxing, and when my trainer used to tell me, Jay, you need to stay focused, stay around the people that, you know, stay away from the people that's gonna derail you from your goals. I didn't get that. I felt like if I was focused on my boxing, but then later on I could hang out with my friends, it won't mess anything up, it won't derail me. Yes, it did. So I wasn't gonna let that happen again with this opportunity. Got involved with it, man, and I pushed every single day. I took no break. Somebody came up to me and said, can you give me a tip? I said, I was consistent. I did nothing different than anybody in this room. I was consistent and I worked hard. I didn't cry about nothing. When June told me he couldn't work with me no more because he found Wendy, I laced up my boots and I went to work. And I messed up the presentation over and over and over and over and over and over again. And I messed up, and eventually you get better at this. You get good, and then all of a sudden somebody, like Eric G says, somebody will call you, oh my God, you're such an amazing speaker. But all you did was get good. All you did was just, you know, you just did repetition over and over and over. See, Ed Blunt says the mother of all, repetition is the mother of all skills. If you're not consistent, you'll never get to where you want to be. In the book, Your First Year at Network Marketing, it says you either quit or take this thing to the moon. You quit or take it to the moon. See, I'm going to be blunt right now. This is New York City. This is a business where you can, unfold your wildest dreams. If you are lazy, or if you don't move the way you should move to change your life, don't complain to me or any other leaders. You look in the mirror and complain to yourself. You got to look in the mirror and ask yourself, would I follow me? Would you follow you? See, me, I'll follow me to the end of to the end of the world. Like, I will follow me 1,000%. Because it wasn't the money. When I had no money coming in, I had a heart, I had a desire, and I knew where I was going. I wasn't a speaker that you guys see me. I wasn't the person that had the money. I had desire, I had passion, I had vision. I knew where I was going. Me and June locked arms, and every time we did a presentation, it felt like it was us against the world. And if you don't have that type of passion, man, you need to find it somewhere around you. And what pushed me was my why. My why was one of my biggest whys was my mother. She's in the building. Can you come to the front, please?
Payso.
See, I wasn't a bad kid, but I wasn't the best kid. We grew up in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. I was told this beautiful young lady, I told her, listen, I promise you, no matter what happens, I'm going to change your life. I know I've been there since day one. I've seen everything that you've been through. I've seen the struggles. And I promised you I was going to change your life no matter what. If it wasn't through boxing, I was going to find another way. I'm just that type of person. It just so happened that it was World Ventures, a network marketing company. You guys got to understand, this don't happen all the time. This doesn't happen. Look, think to yourself. We are in network marketing. Who would have thought? This don't happen. People don't get opportunities like this. But because of this opportunity, I promise you, my mama ain't gonna be in debt no more real soon. I promise you that. She's not gonna have any stress anymore. She's gonna have the decision if she wants. Right now, she has the decision if she wants to work or not. If she wants to quit today, she can. That's all on her. That's her decision. But she's not forced to go to work anymore. She don't need to pay her rent no more because they give me $3,000 a month and I pay that for her. If you don't have a reason to push through, you need to find something. It needs to make you cry. It needs to hurt. It needs to hurt. And for the first time, last week I'm in the house with her. And she's like, you know, me and Hazel's going to Miami for her birthday. And she was like, my birthday's coming up May 27th. My birthday's coming up May 27th. I was like, all right, cool, what you want to do? We were just talking, having some coffee. I said, all right, cool, what you want to do? So I like to go to Vegas, like playing around. Or LA or whatever. I said, all right, cool, book the flights. She looked at me, I said, yeah, book. My mother, my father, my brother, and me. Book everything. Because I made a choice, I made a decision. I'm able to take her to the West Coast for the first time in her life. Something small like that. I'm gonna leave it off like this, man. I love you, Mom. I'm gonna leave it off like this. You gotta be consistent. You gotta be persistent. grinding all the damn time.
Right.
You gotta throw your heart over that ball. If you want it, go get it. It's not that hard, man. This is actually very easy if you want it to be easy. You have the best trainers in the company coming down here to teach you, some things that's gonna change your life forever. Be coachable. I did nothing different than what Dave did. I did nothing different. We just did it over and over and over again. You have to understand that, man. And if some people think I'm too harsh, well, oh well. I'm looking for the people that want to make $1 million. If you want to slow up, you go to the slow up. You want, you change the game forever. Let's get it.
All right, outstanding. Give it up.